interesting. That's very, very, very interesting. So just ban Lee Senshin. Okay, yeah, well, if they won the challenge, then they get the challenge.
Maybe they know how to play around it. Because they tested in the first match, and they know how now they are prepared during the break.
But they shouldn't be taking risks.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Falcons is a risk taker. During that, a lot of tournaments, they are risk takers.
But you know, right now they are playing for survival.
Interesting.
Maybe they have something on mind. Maybe Falcon has something else on mind. Maybe they have a plan. They have a ready draft. They know who to pick. So that's why, you know, whatever they're going to face, they are going to counter. I hope so, actually. You know, since actually Team Falcon are very, very, very skilled players, to be honest, and they deserve to win. So yeah, hopefully they would actually grab that win for the second match, so we can go to the third one.
For Sanji. I'm expecting maybe mid.
They're still going for Kalea, actually. They're going for Kalea. They don't want to take any risks that Onic takes the Kalea, which is going to be much harder for them. So, yeah, they picked her instead. Very understandable. But right now we're waiting for Skylar and Keyboy to see who are they going to pick.
For Onic, if they will go for Fanny straight away, that's maybe it will maybe 50% win for them. But still, Falcon, they can counter it easier.
But I don't think they're gonna pick Fanny in the beginning. It's a stretch, but yeah, it's possible, but it's a stretch. I believe they will focus on other lanes instead. I think they're going for the same lineup. Yeah, probably a same lineup. Slight changes to be honest. So let's see.
Maybe look, they secured Gato Gat and Labu Labu. It's very perfect for them, because if they secured Labu Labu and Gato Gat, the rest it's easy, because Gato Gat and Labu Labu it's in the meta, and like a lot of times we are seeing in the ban. Oh, Uranus again. Oh, interesting. Uranus was banned. And Kimi. And Kalia, Kimi, and Uranus for Team Falcons.
But is actually Uranus going jungle, or is that a troll? So let's see. Are they going for the jungle phase or not? Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen in this match. Now it's Sans. Who is Sans going for? Is he going for Farsa this time, or is he going to pick another mage? Let's see.
I would like to see Farsa. Also, Yusenshin. No, Yusenshin is
yeah, it's already banned.
Yuzong.
Yuzong is actually a choice, but why would they pick Yuzong if they have Lapu Lapu and Gatakacha? So there is no need for them to pick Yuzong right now.
Maybe they will choose for Farsa.
Yeah, they're actually going for a Farsa. Yeah, they're actually going for a Farsa. Yeah. But the previous game, I believe Falcon was playing with Farsa. Yeah, not Onic.
Yeah.
Onic was playing with the Zushin.
Farsa and Yuzong was for Falcon.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's the second ban phase. We're waiting for Kari to go for the ban. Who is he going to ban? Right now, I think we are still waiting for an XP laner and a gold laner for Team Falcon.
Oh, look. For me, Team Onic as a Farsa, I want to see like different playstyle than usual. Because Farsa we saw a lot and during this tournament, but not with Onic.
Okay. I've been waiting for too long.
It's a very understandable ban since they don't want Lapu Lapu and Gatotkacha to actually
get
melted, basically. Yeah. So they don't want that to happen. It will give them a hard time to join the fight. So yeah, they played it safe and they're like, okay, let's ban her. We don't want carry headache, you know, in the match. So yeah, very understandable. Right now we're waiting for the last ban from Lutfi from Onic.
But Team Onic, they're depending on Gatugat and Labu Labu more because they are trying to deny anti-tanks and anything and be annoying for them.
Yeah, definitely. That's a correct analysis from your side. But you know, and it's also very easy for Lapu Lapu and Gatotkacha to go backdoor, you know, to you know, target mages or target marksmen or target, you know, gold laners, squishy heroes basically. So yeah, it's a good choice for them, and they're very good at crowd control as well. So the last ban from Onic was Fredrin, so this is going to be interesting actually. Now we're waiting for the last ban from Sano, from Team Falcon. Who do you think he's going to ban?
Maybe
Magic
Harvey.
is my life.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
team is taking.
Harith. Yeah, Harith is it's such a great man.
On the point.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you about Arlot ban. Why?
Probably because Arlot is such a great counter for Fanny, so they don't want that to happen in the second match. You know, Fanny's counters are not that much heroes that can counter Fanny, so they wanted to, since they didn't ban Fanny, so they were like, okay, maybe they are actually planning to go for Arlot, so no, let's keep Arlot out of the game. Or maybe Kari is planning to go for another hero like Suyo, for example, because I know he's very good with Suyo.
Shadow at your service.
Interesting. That's for me curious. I'm curious now. I want to see Granger, to be honest. Granger for Onic.
I'm speechless. Is he going for a jungle Granger, or is he going gold lane and leaving the jungle role to
Akai and
Lutfi,
Moscow?
actually?
They're hovering on these both two. Most
Interesting.
they remove carry and they have the another pick for Moscow for
Yep.
anti-tanks, and they can like easier. If they are comfortable with Moscow, it will be like some chances on their hands.
Probably yes. Now we're waiting for the last pick from Onic, Lutfi. Is he going to play the jungle role, or did actually Kyrie pick Granger for Lutfi?
Barat is
Okay, Barat.
slow
Okay.
time.
Okay, so
Wow.
Barat is going to be the jungler for this match, and Skylar is actually playing with Granger, so they were actually picking for each other. So yeah, that's very nice of them.
Now the draft it's equal for me. Like the picture, the puzzle, it was like missing piece, but now little equal for both, because there is Akai in the jungle and there is Baratis in the jungle.
It's not going to be an easy game, by the way, for
No.
both teams. It's
For
not going to
both
be an easy game.
teams?
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy game because I see the damage output for both teams are actually almost equal, and the tankiness and the sustainability is also, and the survivability also is equal for both teams. So, not right now, the people with the highest experience will show up right now.
You will go with who?
The heart or the mind?
Mine.
Onic.
Alisa.
You know, on Indonesia has the advantage after the game one. So the big question right now, are we going to see a clean series, or Team Falcons is going to prove us wrong?
Hopefully, yes.
Masters,
Hopefully,
take it
yes.
away.
Welcome to game 2 here. Once again, a do or die right now for Team Falcons going against Onic from Indonesia. And it's me, Nice Dude, with Wolf to bring it the action. Man, Wolf, I've been asking for this, man. I finally got it. It's my wish list for games of the future. I wanted to see the Barretts come through. I know it was played by Kyrie earlier on in the group stage.
That's right.
And it had to be the longest game so far that we've had. I think
is.
it was a 31-minute game. And whoa, Troll, 1 HP, by the way. Flicker burned. That's not good for Team Falcons off to the start. But here, and this is the interesting thing. This is what I wanted to pick your brain about this. The Barretts, after the buff that from the patch, look at the emblem Kyrie's running with, too.
Killing spree. Yeah, I guess because it's very difficult for you to proc the ignition. Impure Rage is not gonna help you. Concussive Blast is not gonna be useful for a jungler anyways. Yeah, even for the killing spree. I think this is a damage Barretts as well. You get so much sustain actually, because you don't have to really worry about your HP. What you want to do is make sure that you put your enemies low enough. You know, be active in the map. That's what I'm trying to say. And now, speaking of being active, B-Boy and Suns got that Kacha as well as the Farsa. This is such a strong combo in the mid lane. But they're going to be up against Kalia with this Kimi, which is also, I would say, a stronger kind of duo. So it's going to be a lot of aggression coming up from Team Falcons as well as Onic. the advantage that you get from the Barretts, because there was one time where it's like Bakshovers, Fredrin, Barretts, and Akai. Where
Yeah,
Akai counters Fredrin, but Barretts counters Akai in a way that you cannot get stunned when you're casting Daytona's Welcome during the ultimate. So it kind of nullifies the overall strength of an Akai, wherein you want to pin down your opponents during that threat-free battle. But if you're crowd controlling units, the Barretts, it's going to be difficult. So that's the ideology here for Onic, as Troll is going to be jumping up and about. Sanji on the back. He want to kill Stance this time, but look at that. Daytona's World Cup already committed. It's going to be Troll under duress, taken out. Key Boy. It's going to be sustainable for now. Eventually, will be taken out by Coffin. And it looks like Team Falcons has achieved what they wanted to do. They have fended off the attack from Onic. Actually, forcing Kyrie out of the zone. No more Daytona's Welcome means that this could be an easy thorough take for Team Falcons. And really will be, unless Sans does something about it. Heavy spin retribution is there. Yeah, Onic will not get that W. Team Falcons will get the turtle.
Yeah, it was a good attempt, and they knew once that Daytona's Welcome was gone, plus the bravest fighter that was to secure the kill, that Team Falcons had the opening window to go ahead and secure that, and that's what they did. You know, it was a trade for the roamers basically across the board, but it's the farming that's happening here too that's giving Onic that bit of an advantage, you know, and you'll see that happen here time and time again, the way that they rotate around the map. Now, I do like this better for Team Falcons, just in the sense that Sano is actually on a traditional marksman. We've been seeing them pop up more and more, especially on the non-YSS lineups, right? You do see a lot of fighter and even a double fighter lineup when the YSS is picked up. But in this case, you know, they've got Sano on the Moskov. Moskov has been able to do really well so far through the majority of games of the future. Here's a lockdown.
Yep. I want to go for Skylar, and that is a great pickup coming up from Team Falcons. They take out the gold laner. They might even take more. Keyboy getting melted. They've just forced the AOG, but the kill onto Skylar, that's the bigger objective that Team Falcons were able to get. Sanji just forcing the retribution. Onic has to be careful about this, because when it comes to late game scaling, they really have to depend on Skylar. They do have the Farsa though, so at least there is an additional way for them to do the damage, but if you're just going to be focusing on that Farsa, it will not be enough as they take out
They just got the Sky Piercer too.
What the... I mean...
Yeah,
that's gonna be great for Skylar.
You just mentioned Skylar, and you know, as soon as you mention him, he gets a kill. That was a setup there that they went for. I'm not sure why Team Falcons and Troll stayed around that area too, but yeah, early stack for Skylar to go ahead and build up with. Turtle's coming up, so they're going to rotate to this. Even Skylar himself will go there again. Sano can stay in that lane, join the fight if he lands the SRD and decides he wants to. So right now they're fighting for the control. Key Boy playing up front. Sanji doing the same. Feathered airstrike drop down.
They do have Skylar as well. SOD will not land as they have found Boyet. Could be an ambitious killer. Ludwig's still outputting the damage, but Boyet gonna get out of his grip. Onic will just be happy with that objective, neutral objective that they were able to take. No additional kills out there for Onic.
This is once again be kind of that same situation. Oh, Key Boy! Can he jump? He can jump.
Oh, he can. Probably jump. Oh, the heavy spin is there. There's enough stuns in the world for Team Falcons to deny the escape from Key Boy. And they did force out the revitalize. One more though, that's the exchange. Troll. Great kill coming up from Onic for sure, because that's a roam for roam trade-off. But yeah, Skylar. Did I see that correctly? The Hunter Strike all of a sudden now picked up by Skylar?
Yeah, so I think he rushed Sky Piercer is what happened, because he had it before he got the kill, so he got the stack. I believe that's the path he went. Yeah, so he had Sky Piercer. Oh, a jump from Keyboy.
Keyboy, they killed Coffin. That's the Timmy. They might be able to push. Indeed, they will. 6 minutes into this game, they have already broken the turret in the mid lane for Team Falcons. That's a great pickup coming out from Onic, in Indonesia.
Yeah, it's tough here because, you know, across the map, Team Falcons doesn't seem to be doing too bad, especially, you know, they got one of the turtles. They've been able to go ahead and make some moves across. Just, they have the one turret down on bottom, but when it comes to these fights, they're not really able to synergize really well. And again, I was going to say this before that last fight broke out. Unfortunately for Troll, he's having the same experience. You know, from game 1 now to game 2, it's really difficult for him to actually get the tsunami slams they're looking for. Again, you have to work against 2 purifies. That's one thing. The other part is the Barretts from Kyrie. If he just decides to go ahead and Daytona's Welcome Troll, it's almost an automatic kill. You're seeing the way he's playing into it. It sets things up so well with the Feathered Airstrike. They have control of this turtle, and Troll's just going to be zoned out. So I don't know if Team Falcons even wants to press this any further. Sanji will be fine. He'll be able to get away. But, you know, that's the thing. They're back in the... Oh, okay. That was Troll.
Kyrie kind of missed it. Well, it was a difficult ultimate to get anyways. So it was in the middle of that pixel bush. Team Falcons might just, you know, go for their one last resort here, which will be Sano.
Sano,
yeah. Waiting for the late game. I think that when it comes to the value of the late game scaling, Team Falcons will have a better ultra late game compared to Onic. Question is, can they get there? Ooh! Wanna go for this snag onto Lutpi. Lutpi is down very quickly at that. As Team Falcons will get the pick off finally after a long while.
Sanji just chilling in the base, by the way, of Onic, just cutting the waves. He's been cutting these waves for a while now. So he's doing work. That's literally what Sanji can do on this Uranus. Go ahead and cut those waves, get that turret down. They are going to get that top turret down by the work of Sanji, which is great. And if they continue to actually try to make plays like that, that all helps them. Again, they're just trying to catch up here. Onic's still in the lead. They're still working with this 1,000+ lead at this point. But again, you know, Team Falcons has to do that. They have to be able to set things up into the heavy spin or what have you. And like you mentioned, play into late game or even the ultra late game where then Sano is online. Cuffin will get there too. That's one thing that always happens with the Kimmy. You know, the scaling on it is really great. She's able to go ahead and provide the traction pulse, which will help them even further. And eventually, too, Sanji will be tanky enough to just kind of be in the faces of everyone from Onic, you know, until, again, the itemization comes through you. There's already a Dom Ice here for Keyboy. They're building into majority of these second items right now. Even for Skylar, he's got the Malefic Roar, so he's got his 3 items locked in, plus the Rapid Boots. Lord is up, though. So I'm wondering if with everything that's happened here in the past couple minutes, which hasn't been too much other than some pickoffs, will Team Falcons contest this? They're going to keep Sano up top. Yep. He'll just throw the spear to join this fight. Where is Troll going to go for?
Yeah, let's see. Lutpi starts the fight, trying to go for Coffin, but Troll actually lifts him up. Sanji onto the lines of Onic. D-Boy jumping to nothing at this point. San's gonna be cancelled, but he did pop the Feathered Airstrikes. There will be a kill. Daytona's Welcome being charged. Kyrie will just cancel that out.
Oh, Sano will get that turret.
Yeah, Sano will be able to push up top. It's gonna be good. So far, Team Falcons have won the macro battle as they have taken out the outer turrets, both into the top lane and into the bottom lane of Onic. Whereas Onic only got a kill onto Troll, which is, if you think about it, not that much of a problem for Team Falcons. I would say Team Falcons have won that exchange.
Yeah, Sano's still staying up there too. Lutpi is there this time to kind of manage that wave. Boy goes in with the Unbreakable. Oh,
okay, they want to go. That's Sphere of Destruction connecting onto the backpack. Scroll is going to be taken out, but Skylar is in trouble. Skylar down. Now there is the kill. Kyrie gets the kill onto Sano, which is going to be massive. Heavy spin on coming up from Boya to take out Kyrie. That's the jungler of Onic down. Massive win for Team Falcons, but they did lose their jungler. Their gold laner, I mean. But they take out the core heroes from Onic. That's the jungler and the gold laner. E-Boy with 10% HP. They still want to fight this. Oh no, the Feathered Airstrike will not be combo with the Unbreakable. Sanji sees that he can get a kill onto Keyboy. They stop the Feathered Airstrike. Sans has to fly away from this Uranus. Unfortunately for Onic, they will have the Flying Clouds in their favor. Skylar is here and Team Falcons also feels that way. Gonna have to get back. Sano makes the beeline towards the top lane. Will be answered by Lutpi. Very smart for the Lapu Lapu to be there. But now look at this. Troll has the ultimate, has the flicker. They can make a play up top. Lutpi has to be careful about this. He does not know. Troll, there's the jump. There's the snag. Do they have enough? They have the damage. Lutpi still surviving for now. Bumps the bravest fighter. In comes Sans. But the outplay coming up from Sano is there. Troll will be in the exchange. Lutpi survives that for God knows how. And now Sanji They will return the favor. Onic wants to get a kill this time. Boyet mans the backlines. Onic did not see that. A little bit of maneuver come from Boyet. He sees Kyrie. Just knocks him up. They find the Farsa, but Sans will just pop the Purify this time. And they know Onic, they can just reset. They know that the heavy spin is not there, not available. As Lutfi is looking for that long lane defense. Up top, Sanji. Oh no, it's quite low. That's the Uranus. Oh, Kyrie is just winning this Lord. No, they want to go for this one. Fader, there's like, that's going to be the bonus welcome. And Kyrie gets the retribution up. Sanji taken out. In exchange for Keyboy, Kyrie surviving for now. Sana shooting the damage. Kyrie just mans up and just sacrifices himself. The deed is done. He was able to use the Daytona's welcome. That is the value to get out of it. He eats this Akai, then pops the retribution. And Onic will get the Lord because of that.
Oh, man. That was probably the longest fight for, like, what, the first Lord of the game right there. And, you know, it's so funny to see that interaction between a Barrett, how he can just go ahead. Daytona's welcome the Akai, but the Akai can essentially kind of do the same thing if he's able to go ahead and get past that Daytona's welcome and push him away. So Lord was secured. They're still playing into this. Troll could be in trouble here.
Yeah, Troll just manhandled by Skylar as well as Sans. Look at the kiting that they did. Lutfi,
AOG?
Is he in trouble? No. AOG is there to save him, to help him. It's a heavy spin out of Sans. Perfect target coming out from Boyet. They take out the massive AoE coming out from Onic. And what was that coming out from Coffin with the traction pulse? Catching two members of Onic. Did not score a kill though, but they did defend. Team Falcons are really, really good at this when it comes to their re-engage. They might not have taken out the lead that Onic has built, but they have survived. And that is what matters most here for the Moscow.
Yeah, that's great. Again, Team Falcons, despite, you know, that bit of a deficit they had against Onic, they're able and capable of fighting against this lineup with this composition that they have. Like you mentioned, a big component to that was Cuffin's traction pulse. If they can get that, and it's a little difficult for Onic to actually catch Cuffin too. Like if he has a flicker or not. Again, this mobility that Kimmy has is difficult to catch. Plus the Moskov, so it's like that's why Troll has died so many times, man. Because he's the target for Onic, and Troll in a way is you look at the stacks here for Skylar specifically. For Troll, if he dies at this point, it's not too bad. As if he's able to just get a Tsunami Slam or, you know, even the title strike or whatever he's able to do is his job as a player. You're going to expect him to die many, many more times, but it's more so giving that space for Sano and Cuffin to an extent to go ahead and make this work. You know, Boyet as well has been so good on the Akai, 3-0-5, using that heavy spin the way that he needs to. And you're looking at the items falling into place for them now too. Looking at Sano, completely online. I know there's a little bit of an advantage here for Skylar, but Sano is where he needs to be. He picked up the Malefic gun too. He's most likely going to have the Wind of Nature next, so he has a little bit of that defense. And even for the rest, that's why Cuffin's damage hurt so much. He's got his Divine Glaive, the wings, and then the Glowing Wand. So it's all good. It's all stacked up. And you can see this with the build that Troll has too. His job is just, I want to go get these, I want to get these Tsunami Slams off. I want to get these abilities off. If I die, I die.
Yeah. Even when Onic is leading by 1,000 kills, you can argue that there's a distinct advantage for Team Falcons, which is Coffin having that. Because if you think about the gold laners, they're pretty much even at this point. Kyrie as well as Boyd have essentially the same amount of farm, but Coffin has a little bit of an advantage over Suns. This is a DPS. But now, Lutfi wants to go for this kill onto Sano. Sano's life stealing though, but Lutfi reaches him. Troll trying his best to control this Lapu-Lapu, but they're trying to outplay this one. Look at that, another stun. Lutfi is surviving for now. And this is a 3 versus 4 in the turret. Lutfi's still surviving. Meanwhile, Kyrie looks for that ultimate onto Boy, and they want to get this retribution up. Who gets this? This is going to be Kyrie. T-Boy now going to be pinned down, but in comes the ultimate. Lutfi's still winning the 2v1 out there. Kyrie is low, but in comes Skylar to deal with damage. Cuffin misses the bolts, and now the damage is there coming up for Skylar. Boy, might be in trouble because of this. And that's the shutdown indeed. Sans and Skylar combining to deal the damage that they needed to take out Boyet. They also take the Lord. And while that's happening, Lutfi just bought enough time, dude. He should not survive that long, but he did.
Wolf, Oh, no sense. He purified. Oh, he's not getting away from that. Good layering there from Team Falcons. But I was going to say, Lupi, the bravest fighter, man. 2v1. But once again...
Literally the bravest fighter.
Yeah, but once again, it doesn't matter. This Lord results into basically nothing for Onic. Team Falcons keeping it together. Let's look at the replay here. All right, we got 3 camps, but this is the Lord fight. Lupi doing 2v1. Channeling that Lapu Lapu right here. Amazing that he's able to do that, but once again, because of the way this went, Onic essentially doesn't get too much off the Lord take. And it was just a great way to go ahead and defend and make things work for Team Falcons. Staying into that game, you can see they're not getting what they want off these Lord takes.
Yeah. Seems like Onic Indonesia or Onic Esports with his Barretts, it's just so difficult to close out games already at the late game. Eventually, Team Falcons will have better scaling overall against Onic. Not to say that Onic doesn't have their late game prowess. I still feel like they can, but when it comes to just the quality of heroes that they can give, Team Falcons with this Kimi, with this Moskov, definitely having the tools to deal with Onic in this latter portions of the game. In fact, you can argue that this 1.4k lead of Onic doesn't matter as much, especially because they haven't been able to push an inhibitor turret against Team Falcons. So this is such an even game up at this point, despite the fact that Onic has led by, when it comes to the goal, they have led by 1,000, 2,000 for the longest time. It feels very even as of this moment.
Let's say the majority of the game has been very even. The way this is played. Whoa, Keyboy jumping in. They just want this turret, I think.
Yeah, they actually forced the flicker to Sano. A feathered airstrike is not going to be used yet by Suns, but just the AOG is enough. The fact that Keyboy did not die, it's actually important here. Taking the purple buff, they will get it. All the while, Lutpi has been able to push. A little bit of war of attrition in there that Onic won by a little bit, just because of the fact that they have taken on the turret.
Yeah, so again, it's those small things that kind of add up here. Oh, are they going to go for Sano?
To go for display.
They know he doesn't have flicker.
Yeah, that's right. And Sano, if you overstep here, it's going to be difficult for you. They do have the sentry. Will not pop it just yet.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Lupi's gonna stay there. Look who's coming up there, too. Troll, just in case, So the senses of Team Falcons here are on point. Again, they know the timer for the flicker. It's still down for a whole minute. And so if they choose to make a play, and that's why you see Onic trying to decide, do we actually want to make a play here for Sano? Because obviously if Sano's out of the picture, that's a big part of Team Falcons lineup gone. And so it's a stalemate for this Lord. Again, with this Lord being nearly at 20-minute mark, evolved, much stronger, much more difficult to take. And that's why you see this kind of positioning here from Onic plus Team Falcons. Really undeciding that. So yeah, Sana, as long as that flickers up, he'll be fine. So they just want to delay for now.
Up the sentry up top to Scott up where Lupi is. 3 versus 3 upcoming in this Lord fight, Lord pick, or the Lord pick. Sans is far away as well as Lutpi. And you would understand why the Moskov is far away. Can just pop the SOD. That's a classic play anyways. Sun's gonna be scouted out by Troll. Onic are just biding their time. They want to go on to Troll this time, but it's the feathered airstrike. At this point though, that's just a 26 second cooldown, so it's gonna be okay.
Plus I think he's taking purple, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, he should have it. I think they're still gonna wait there patiently until they get the signal from the rest of Onic. Right now, Team Falcons willing to fight.
Oh, the heavy spin committed very early on as well as the ultimate. Oh, the SOD onto Skylar. Skylar in trouble onto Sano. Oh, Sano is going to be able to take out Skylar. And now Keyboy might be next. Sano looking for a target to lift up. Oh, Stans is bursted down. 3 members of Onic gone just like that. And it seems like Team Falcons are just so clean with it. And it's all started by an SOD. A heavy spin that Onic did not expect. Now they're pushing. They do have all the damage in the world. This is Kimi and Moskov. Lutpi and Keyboy, can they defend? So far, they have cleared out the bottom lane wave. Team Falcons will push in the middle. Sans is still so far out. 20 more seconds that they have to wait now. And 2 lanes of minions going in. There's a tsunami slam on it to D-Boy. D-Boy will not be able to defend Lutpi. Can you go up against 5? Looks like the answer is no. He's getting belted down, and that's it. Team Falcons for the 3rd time, or maybe 4th time. How many times have we seen these guys force a game at number 3?